What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. In this video, I finally got my Galaxy Z Fold 5. I have it in hand. I've got the blue color, and I'm gonna tell you my first impressions of it. I've had it for about 8 hours at this point, and I wanna, again, give you my initial impressions about it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so here's the Galaxy Z Fold 5. Inside the box, you only get a USB-C cable and the phone. You don't get any charging brick or anything like that. I do like how this box shows the different colors. I have the blue one. It's an exclusive color to the Samsung website, and it looks amazing. It's like it's not really a traditional blue. It's not a navy blue. It's kind of somewhere in the middle, and I love it. It looks amazing. I love the black around the cameras. It looks awesome. This is like having black rims on a car. Looks amazing. I love the black hinge. Black all the way around. Seriously, it looks awesome. Looks really, really nice. I love now that this closes completely flat. I'm gonna grab a Galaxy Z Fold 4 right here. You can see. I mean, like, you know, if I showed you these real quick and you didn't know this new phone came out, you probably wouldn't know. But it looks nice. It closes completely flat. But otherwise, pretty much looks like the same freaking phone for the most part. So overall, just looks is absolutely amazing. I love the look of this phone. Fingerprint sensor is still super accurate and beautiful. In the short time I've been using it, I personally don't notice really any difference with the fingerprint sensor. Like, oh, it works absolutely amazing. Like it feels very similar to the last version on the Z Fold 4. So I wouldn't go out of my way and be like, oh, it feels so different. The displays, I can still see the under display camera. Doesn't seem like that's really been all that improved. I can definitely see. I don't know if you can see it, but I don't know if it's picking up on camera. I can't tell. I guess it is a little bit. So yeah, you can still tell it right there. It hides in certain, you know, distinctions. If it's really, really dark screen or on a black screen, you won't see it. But otherwise, you're probably going to see it. Now, this has a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which is a better processor than the 8 Gen 1 Plus that was on the Z Fold 4. I can't give you any battery statistics just yet because I literally just got the phone. In terms of day-to-day performance, if you didn't tell me anything, I haven't really tried any games yet, but just like day-to-day performance of using this, I mean, I guess it feels a little bit smoother, but in the quick amount of time I'm using it, I would say that the Pixel Fold does feel a little bit smoother, but it's definitely a smooth, you know, phone overall. I did lower the animations to 0.5x like I do on all my phones with this Z Fold 5. Also trying out this front display. One of the things I just don't completely love about it is that it's just too skinny. You know, it's not, for me, it's not a usable or a display. I mean, it's usable, but not in terms of something I would want to use on a daily basis. That's for sure. I just would not want to put myself through any of that. Let's open up YouTube right here. Got YouTube open. You know, it's just too long and skinny. I just am not digging it at all. You might love it, but yeah, it's just too long and skinny. I wouldn't be a fan of it. The other thing is, you know, another thing I should say is the brighter display on the inside. I think it's up to 1750 nits, and I didn't test it outside yet. I will do that, but I tested them all inside my room, the Pixel Fold, the Z Fold 4, and this. And again, I know it's indoors. I put extra brightness on the Samsung phones. Couldn't really tell any difference. One didn't really stand out from the other, to be honest with you, in terms of like, especially this versus the Pixel Fold. So it's hard to tell a difference at all with that. The cameras. I did take some photos with these and videos with all the cameras actually. So I want to show you off some of the examples of that so you can get an idea of what to expect. Here's a video with the under-display camera on the Galaxy Z Fold 5. They do a lot of processing on these pictures. I took a couple of photos and there's a ton of processing. It actually does look better after it's processed, but it's a ton. I'm actually curious, what about the videos? What do you guys think? How's this look and sound? Here's the front camera of the front display, and this records at 4K. The inside display only shoots at 1080. I forgot to mention that when I recorded it, but this is what it looks like with, I do have a light on, obviously, and I don't know. Looks from the screen, it looks pretty good. I'll be curious if it looks. I'm assuming it's going to look pretty good regardless. Here's 4K on the back cameras, and I just got this phone today, so sorry I'm not able to run through like a million things. Being a one-man show, it's kind of hard to get everything set, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you an overview, a quick overview anyway, of the cameras and what to expect. All right, so you saw the samples. I think they came out pretty good. To me, they're still not as sharp as a Pixel Fold, but you know, definitely pretty good quality cameras in general for these for this phone. What about the speakers? Again, I didn't notice anything terribly different. They do sound good, don't get me wrong. Put some Korea, USA, and Germany, and some of the information that's been pulled. They sound good quality. I haven't compared them side by side with any of my other phones, but again, nothing's like, I'm not like, when I hear it, I'm not like, dang, that's a lot different than what I've ever heard before on the other foldable phones, have it be a Fold 4 or a Pixel Fold. I will compare this phone against those, but as of right now, just a quick, like, you know, listening to this. From this article, nothing's completely sticking out as crazy on here. Let me just put the Midnight. I guess the Midnight, does Midnight have a new video? We'll play the Midnight for a half a second here. So again, they sound good, but again, I wouldn't like be like, dang, those sound completely different than anything I've heard. The software, if you're coming from a Samsung Galaxy Fold, it's going to feel very familiar. Then nothing is standing out completely different at all to me personally. If you're used to it, you still get all the same things you would expect on here with the wallpapers and styles, and they have their own, you know, theme store and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of nice to have all of that. But in terms of it feeling different software-wise, it still feels, you know, exactly the same as I've, you know, felt before on any other Galaxy phone. So only having the Galaxy Z Fold 5 a very short time, I walk away just within the first, you know, like I said, 8 hours or so, not impressed, but not impressed as well. It's kind of somewhere in the middle. It's like, you know, hey, I've had a Z Fold 4, I've had a Pixel Fold, and now I have the Z Fold 5. And, you know, if I had jumped from the Fold 4 to the Fold 5 on the very first day, I would personally walk away thinking like, why did I, and especially if I wasn't a tech reviewer, I'd walk away like, why did I get this? I would totally say that. Nothing's popping out at me as overly improved or overly more impressive than the Z Fold 4. Z Fold 4 is a great phone. It's an amazing phone. And I'm not saying that the things that have been improved in this won't show their head over time as I begin using this, but usually when you go by something, you go by first impressions, especially when you meet somebody. One of the first things you'll know about somebody is the first impression. That's a big thing that you have someone. It's a lot of the time, am I going to continue that relationship with that person, have it be a friendship or a love relationship, or am I going to just like say, hey, it's cool, they're an acquaintance, or I don't want to talk to that person. And this is more, again, first impression. It's a great phone. I'm not saying it's not a great phone. It's a great phone. But when you're jumping from a Fold 4 or a Pixel Fold to this, you walk away not blown away by it. It's more like, it's an acquaintance. And it's kind of sucky to say that, but it's still a great phone. And I'm going to compare this against the Pixel Fold. I will compare this against the Z Fold 4 directly, and I'll let you know. But otherwise, I'm not walking away all that impressed, but it's still a great phone, if that makes any sense at all. If you want to pick it up, guys, I'll link it down below. It helps support the show if you pick it up through my link. It's still a really nice phone. So if you don't have a folding phone and you're thinking about getting one, this is not a bad one to get. It's still a really, really great phone. It's the best one Samsung makes. So grab it if you know you're a Samsung or you only want to get the Galaxy Z Fold phones. Get this one. But otherwise, I'd say continue. Again, just off 8 hours of usage, and that's not a fair use case, I'll admit. But, you know, after 8 hours, I would say keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes on that Pixel Fold. Keep your eyes still on the Z Fold 4 if you're going to get an amazing deal, or you still have that phone, or the OnePlus Open, which is going to be announced later this month, actually. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. We'll see you down the road. Peace.